I want to let you guys in on a little secret for how to drive traffic to your website. So the secret or trick with driving traffic to your website is there's really, honestly, only two overarching ways to accomplish it. One, you can earn traffic, or two, you can purchase traffic. So you either have to earn it organically by working on things that will drive people to your site, or you have to pay for traffic to come. If you're looking at earning traffic, that typically is a much more long-term approach. So things that fall in that bucket are, organic and local SEO, e-news capture, lead magnets, sending e-blast campaigns, doing organic social media. Those types of things tend to be much, much more long game. So while we tend to tell people with SEO, you'll see results in 3 to 6 months. There's no magic bullet to get you from ranking 300 for a keyword to 6. That is a process of work that has to be done. Same with local SEO, same with email blasts. To build an email list takes time. It's not going to happen overnight unless you pay for traffic. So basically, when you're looking at an organic approach to doing anything in your business when it comes to driving traffic, you're looking at a time commitment of doing the same thing repetitively. So spray and pray marketing with a long-term approach does not work, because if you go from SEO to doing social media and you keep jumping from thing to thing, you have actually no idea what's working and what's not working. So the truth is, you have to focus and actually do the long-term effort, and you have to be consistent. If that's not your cup of tea, and I'll be honest, for most businesses, I struggle with understanding how people think, because I tend to look at everything from a very long term. I'm the guy that I'm let's figure out what's going to happen 5 years from now. I'm not worried about right now, I'm worried about later. But for a lot of businesses, owners and marketing people tend to struggle with this long-term approach, because the reality is they don't have anything coming in online right now. So their business is struggling to get leads. And so the long-term approach isn't attractive. So that's the earn it method. The other way to do it is to purchase it or buy your traffic. And you would do that through Google Ads, maybe through Bing. You can do social media ad campaigns, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn. There are lots of paid directories you can do that will get you leads or get people to your site. We tend to focus in that bucket mostly on Google Adwords. The thing with Adwords is it can be very expensive. So if your keywords are, if you're a roofer or a gutter person or someone that's going to have a high cost per click, where it could be anywhere from $20 to $40 per person to get them through to your site, the upside is it will do it. You will get traffic to your website. The downside of that is it's expensive to get them there. So you may have a really good ROI, though. If you're selling a $15,000 or $30,000 product, it can totally pay off. The thing with ads is it can be a long-term solution, but it's most often sought after as the immediate fix to, I have this website and no one comes to it, right? I'm not getting any leads. My website's not doing a job for me. Whether your site's good or bad is sort of irrelevant in this situation, because it doesn't have any traffic. So you can have the Taj Mahal of websites, or a 400-year-old house that's falling apart. It doesn't really matter if there's no traffic coming to it. So the paid solution tends to be focused on short-term results, quick results, with a sort of tapering off as time goes. So for most people, you're often forced to decide between the two. In a perfect world, you would run some sort of paid traffic as well as an organic approach at the same time, or multiple. So you might run organic SEO, e-news capture, and organic social media all at the same time for a long time, a year, 2 years. that should be running. Then on the other side, you can come in and inject pay-per-click ads into your site from any one of those sources. Depending on your market, it could change drastically, but you get traffic in through these paid channels. So when people look for the magic bullet of website traffic, the answer is there isn't one. The magic bullet is you have to think long-term and short-term and decide what makes the most sense for your company and for what you're trying to accomplish with your website. I hope this is helpful. If you don't know what to do, if you're like, I am stuck and I can't get website traffic, please reach out, book a call so I can talk with you, or one of our team members can talk with you as well and figure out where maybe you're stuck. Because sometimes you don't need paid. Sometimes you don't necessarily need organic. Every business is different and every website's job is different, and what you're trying to accomplish and the market you're in greatly changes which method you would want to use to get traffic. But there is no real silver bullet or secret. The secret is you either have to earn it by effort or you have to pay for it per person or per click. There is no cheap and super effective way to drive people to your site. There are ways to do it for sure, but it tends to either be expensive and effective or cheap and ineffective. It's very, very difficult to find super effective and super cheap running at the same time. Having said that, organic approaches tend to be less expensive than paid approaches. So if you have enough leads in your business to last you 6 to 8 months and you're thinking, what am I going to do down the line? The answer would obviously to me be organic. If you don't need the work tomorrow, run it organically and build your business to self-sustain. That's always the better option. But if you're in a big market and you need results tomorrow, the only way you're going to do that is to pay for that website traffic. And I will also say all of this does hinge on the website that receives it. So if your website is garbage and you know it's garbage, building traffic may be a backward step for you. I mean, you could do it. Maybe you do drive traffic into your website, and then later you fix your website, but you need to know going in whether your website would even be useful to support the traffic. That's where having Muletown Digital do an audit of your website would be super helpful, because we can tell you, would this support traffic? If we drove people here, would it collapse? If the answer is yes, then you know you need to work on your brand, your website, and a long-term plan. And maybe in the meantime, you have a landing page and we're spinning ads up to get you leads. There's lots of ways to conquer it, but they all boil down to you gotta earn it or you gotta buy it. I hope this is helpful. Let us know if you need help driving your traffic to your website or you need help with your website at all. We're totally here to help. Hop online and book in, and love to chat with you. Thanks.